I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this video we are going to be tearing down We-Tech's new G19X MOS. There is a few of you guys that wanted these specifically. This is not a Danny gun, so I'll start off by saying that. But there's a few of you guys that specifically wanted them, so I am going to do a teardown and tips, but also fuck you. Now, this gun uses We-Tech's new MOS BBU and Nozzle system. Lower down, it is a completely standard G-series device, We-Tech G-series device. Upper is still completely standard G-series chamber, barrel setup, outer barrel setup, and a redesigned BBU and Nozzle. It's basically a miniaturized version of their M4 bolt carrier and nozzle setup, except no moving bolt. BBU moves with the slide, which we'll get into in the teardown. So the big clinker with this gun is that you get lower FPS, but you get harder recoil. So the new system is designed to pour more air into the back of the nozzle, so you get much harder recoil, but you're getting less air going out the front, so you get lower FPS. So that is specifically so that you can maintain that really nice recoil. Cycle speed, woo! With the weight of a RMR sight on the back. So I will admit, they do feel rather nice shooting them. And randomly, they come with metal raised sights. I don't know if you guys can see that. They come with metal raised sights in the box and a bunch of RMR plates and screws for different sight types, which I think is really cool. Sort of shows We-Tech going that extra mile for a mid-range gun. So I might not like them, but they do have their reasons for people wanting them. I can see why some of you guys might really like them, but yeah, not a Danny gun. So let's get into the teardown. All right, so my bitching and moaning aside, this system, specifically the new MOS part, is actually a lot easier to disassemble and reassemble for the average user. I'm just a grumpy monkey because it's not shooting fucking 400 FPS with a bit of a tune-up. So, there are two main points that I want to show you guys. One is Gen 5 specific with the ambi slide lock. There's a little trick to getting your front bar trigger set up into the lower in one go, and I'm going to show you guys the new nozzle BBU system, which some of you guys might really like. I think it's stupid because it's not a high FPS system, so fuck you. So let's get into it, but I think first we're going to do a little chrono test. Oh shit, my chrono is a little bit worse for wear. It still works. Yep. Whoa. Okay, we lost his lid. Fuck. Alright. Focus. Just doesn't want to focus, does it? Come on. Come on. Oh, wow. God damn it. Hang on. There we go. So, you're going to have a hard time getting these little pieces of shit over 350. That's my gripe with them. Well, yeah, any shorter system, really. Make that focus again. Yeah, my chrono is a little bit worse for where he may have copped a few hits too close from a deagle. There we go. Good lad. So, let's pull this little guy apart and have a look at his guts. So, I don't even have to worry about barrel upgrades now. All East Coast guns come with them stock, so obviously. Nice. I can't even show you. Nice and shiny. So, nice barrel. If you don't have a nice barrel, put a nice barrel in it. That's all you're going to need to do stock with this system. Bar, I totally forgot, you guys. There is one other trick. Okay, so... Alright, these are all completely stock internals, but I have done something. I have done one thing, which I do to all Glocks, and technically the hammer bar mod. If we look in the lower, I've used some metal epoxy just to make our mag sit in snug, more snug. So this is your new gasket. I need to focus this shit again. So, total tongue tied. G19X uses standard G17 size mags, but the new MOS system has its own gasket for our new nozzle BBU setup, which should have been probably one of the first things we looked at there. Excuse me. Alright, so standard Gen 5 G17 type lower. So we can put that up here. We'll disassemble him last. I'm going to show you guys our new little setup that I hate. That is super easy to disassemble and no more fiddly diddly springs flicking off everywhere. And the reason that I haven't put the raised sights on this is because I very much prefer the slim stocko styles. Ooh. Ooh. So you've got to take off these top two little luggy guys for our BBU to come out. But there is no spring sitting on the outside of the BBU that is going to flick off, which is kind of cool. I will give you that. It's kind of cool. So he can chill. This is our new system. Now, when I do a video on the M4s, so fuck, this camera is fucking autofocus. When I do a video on the M4s, you're going to see a very familiar setup. This is not a standard G series BBU and nozzle. The piston is at the bottom of the nozzle, and there is a spring going halfway up through the nozzle that attaches into the bottom of the BBU that gives us our spring. Now, the tech in me immediately goes, ooh, ooh, having no immediately accessible third-party parts available. But you do get that really nice recoil from it. So you're going to see a very similar setup when I do a video on the M4s. So you can see we've got a super duper wide base and basically all of that. The majority of that is all flinging our slide back. And it has a, I don't want to stretch the spring out too much. It has a almost G18C-esque piston at the bottom of this nozzle. So let's pull them apart. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so to begin with, you have a little pin on the side here that has to come out for our to release our spring. And it is very, very easy. Oh, I need pliers. It's not going to focus. Boop. Let's see on camera. Good old white. I am super duper white. Holy shit. Where's our hole? Alright. So, you spring and top half, bottom half of your nozzle. Wrong way. Whoa. Yeah, god damn it. Hey.
One eternity later.
Okay. So, now we've got this pin. I've got just the tip. Just the tip. Come here. Alright. So I'm going to show you guys how to get our springy boy in and out. Well, we'll pull them apart first. Springy boy. Now our top should just come out, and our valve and thingamabobby, springamabobby. Alright, so you have a very G18-esque nozzle setup. It's a wraparound piston, and you have an O-ring here that slots into the nozzle the same as the M4 nozzle. So it's just a super skinny, weird little M4 bulk carrier setup, basically. Alright, so let's show you guys how to put it back together. We definitely want a rocket valve. That helps sometimes. So I like to half put the pin in, and then we can sort of loop the spring over it. You may need to, you can feel it when you catch it. It's like fishing. Fishing with springs, boys. Alright. I'll put it back into the BBU. We want to look for our little hole. This is going to be hard to do. I need a brightish background. My fucking... We just saw it. I just had the angle. I just had the angle. That's the angle. That's the angle, boys. Okay, so you can literally see when... Well, if your spring goes back correctly, you'll see it go through the little holy boy. And my camera's shit. See that? Wait, I see a little springy boy. Oh. Okay, so... Oh, I actually have to pull him out a bit further. God damn it. Sit the correct way. Alright. We got the angle. Oh, you missed the spring. There you go. Oh, it's a springy boy. See that? There we go. So now we can put our thing through. Woo! Get anything. Bit of lube. Alright, he can chill to the side. Now we're going to take apart our G17 lower. G17. G19X lower. G17-ish lower. Little pokey boy. Get in there. Standard G-series WE hammer set. So, being very careful not to let our valve locker spring fly off. It's totally going to fly off anyway, whatever. So you've got yourself a Gen 5 G-series, and it's a some bitch to get all of the lower components back in. No, it's not. Or it can be, but it can be easier. So, let's pull this little dude apart. Oh, come here. Nope. Oh, actually I need him. Unscrew. Left to right? I don't know, man. I always do it. Threaded end going in to the threaded end sitting on the right side with my logs. So there's a bit of a trick here, boys. I'm gonna do some. Oh, she fucked now. Nah, she's not. She good. Alright, what are we gonna do? All the bits fell out because we had a fit of rage and shook our gun. Hang on, I need some Pepsi brand, Pepsi Max Cola. The only cola that you should be, the only cola beverage you should be embellishing in. Alright, so there is a little bit of a trick with Gen 5s. Sorta, I haven't actually, yeah, a little bit of a trick. So, first up, we're going to get our thumb safeties. That is the wrong way around. And our trigger. We're going to put our trigger bar spring. Now, there is a little bit of a trick here. So, specifically on the We-Tech, these are very, very, very hard. Like, very, very hard. And the slightest amount of friction on your trigger bar is going to cause issues with slide lock. Not necessarily so much with airsoft, but with gel blasters, we need a much weaker spring on here to account for the weaker mag spring. This guy. So it's a lot more important with gel blasters. So I have, if you can see in there. Come on, focus. I have smoothed that edge, just so it can't rub on the trigger bar at all. So our trick here, there's no other little tips and tricks. Standard G series Danny hammer mod, get rid of that little edge in there. Will very much increase the longevity of your G series device. Smoothing that's gel specific, I guess, so that's the only tip that I can think with your trigger bar, safety, slide lock. I don't know words, you know the things, the thing. Okay, spring, run him around that way. First off, we're going to sit him now lower. Doesn't matter so much now. Okay, so we're going to slot him in. We're going to loop, make sure our trigger spring is looped onto our little guy. Come on, buddy. Don't make me look like a dick. You should be able to hold the entire setup in your fingies, like so. Look at that. So if that spring is likely to flick off if you don't have your thumb on it, but you can hold the entire assembly like that. But you can see I've got that bottom spring sticking out, so it's you kind of have to do it sideways, if that makes sense, so he doesn't fall down. So we've got our safety thing. Glock safety is a fucking joke. It's incorrectly. Everything's gonna slot in. Oh, we fucked it. We fucked it. I'm gonna loop that trigger bar spring. No, we got him. We got him. There we go. There's that. There's the click I was looking for. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay, so now we should be able to come on. Test that everything functions. Oh.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
And I'm an idiot. We have to do that again because I completely forgot to put our spring on. So. Come on. Yeah, you come, little buddy. Take two. Make it all messy again. God damn it. This is why we need the live chat, so I can see the shit come up on the screen and you guys can tell me what I'm doing wrong. Okay, take two. Start again. Make sure that our slide lock is the correct way. We're going to put our trigger bar spring on. We're going to put our slide lock spring in and sit them in there like that. We're going to slot everything in all nicely. Loop our trigger bar spring. That's the big one because he likes to flick off from the little tension here. Your slide lock spring is actually really good and will sit in there nicely. Take two. Yep, you're in the correct way. you're in the correct way. We have both springs like we should. Definitely. Yep. Oh, and that, everything just, yeah. All right, second time around. There's that beautiful click. Okay. Why are you not? There we go. All right. That is your Gen 5. That's the main trick I wanted to show you. As long as you can figure out holding that little assembly in one and slotting it in, that will take a lot of hassle out of your build for you. Why are you on there, you piece of crap? All right. Be funny if this wasn't recording. Hey. Little poop. There we go. Nope. Don't do that. I'm going to go in from the other way. There we go. Put a screw in our little front part. Yep. Okay. Now a hammer set. Always make sure our slide lock is functioning correctly. So that's a Gen 5 lower. Nothing G19X MOS specific with that. Just the ambi slide lock that I wanted to show you guys. So got that trick down. Woo. We've had a look at the new nozzle BBU system, which, yeah, it is a little bit easier than a normal one. But I am not a fan of any lower FPS device. If I can't do stupid things, if I can't do stupid things with it, but still keep it mostly reasonable, yeah, that's what I like in a device. So we'll have a look at the M9's next video. That's what's coming up next, or that's what's next on my little list. So let's get this little dude back together. Okay, you do very much want to make sure that they're tight or they will come loose. So, what have we got? Yeah, you can use a little bit more lube. Seeing as we're pulling them apart. Oh, we got lube. Lube the nozzle. No, we'll leave them a little bit more. Get the nozzle seal. Alright, so that is the We-Tech G19X MOS system. It's a little bit different. I'm not a fan, but you do get a very powerful kicking device. Alright. Peace, guys.
Live it up on the attack, baby I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap, only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed, baby I'm bad, baby I'm bad.